Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone. Welcome back to my channel. And hey y'all, it's your girl Simone. Welcome back to my channel. And today is another, as y'all can see by, why I just forgetting I literally just recorded a video. If you can see by the title, today is another story time. So before I get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to like. What the, I don't know. Okay, y'all know what to do. Follow me on all my socials. It's in the description box. I got my laptop here because it is a Subbie Sunday, and I'm quickly recording this because your girl got to go change, gotta go fix my hair, well, do my hair, pack, and get ready to go. By the time y'all see this, I should be, no, I won't be headed back home, but I will be coming back home this day. On this day. So anyway, let's get straight into it. This Subbie Sunday. Did I miss last Sunday? I don't remember. Anyway, it's almost my birthday. My birthday is on Wednesday, you guys. So for the ones who want ask and want to send me some of my PO box, is in the description box below. And yeah, let's get to it. So this first video, the story we're doing is titled Bitch. Oops, it's too early because be who this for. And it says anonymously venting. So let's get straight into it. So, oh, this person ordered a bag for me because I remember your name. So thank you for the support. So it says, hey Simone girl, I just want to kick it off by saying thank you for being you, because girl, you getting me through some personal moments I have dealt with in the past. You own your mistakes and clearly made the changes needed to grow, evolve, and flourish. So thanks you again for the outlet. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, for real. Because some people be making it seem like I'm just like do too much. Not people like on YouTube, but like people I personally know. But anyway. So it says, this story is clearly going to be nameless because as you can see the subject, someone had me all the way effed up. Let's call this man Giggles, since he always thought shit was a joke and oh so funny. Giggles was your typical good story, macho man type, right? I like that though, because he was the OG people would go to, and to add from past traumas, I felt safe being with the Ooter. Yes, I know, straight ghetto, but I was the product of my environment. I don't even know what that means. Not product of environment, but the other stuff. Fast forward, Giggles had a peanut gallery full of dusty bitches, like the ones off Backpage. Also to add, I know I'm writing, but in person, this hit different. If you want to see the package, and here's the page, and she told me don't read, and yeah, I'm gonna look at that up. Okay, I already follow you, LOL. But to the bull, I already had to deal with this one girl, let's call her Psycho. From the beginning of us, we started hunching. Remember this one shorty pop up like a herp flare up. I don't know if I could say you to be tripping. On my soul, straight parasite. So along with other stories started to get back to me because he knew mutual people, and again, I'm a package. So know my informers were his ops. Also, friends who wanted to hit. What I tried to tell Giggles, but Ninja obviously took that as a joke. Fast forward, it's months deep. He was feet deep and I was calling him my man. Clearly I was delulu for him because I dealt with my reputation being put on the line, my health being on the line. Still to this day, this man can't convince me that he wasn't trying to take my life. I hope this makes sense because I literally have to leave out a lot because people from my city really love you and watch you. I'm just kidding. I don't need to be watching Subbie Sunday getting subbed on a Sunday laughing my ass off. So yeah, after a while, I got tired of the games, confusion, and Psycho stalking my entire existence. Now this the cherry. I got something from him. No, it wasn't the first, but today, bitch, I swear on my life with the doctor as my witness, I was done. Done being dumb, searching for love instead of giving it to myself. And just how embarrassing I made myself look for this man. So a year later, after the most diabolical ghosting in history, I get a fake friend request from a page trying to be Giggles. Then I get a text from the actual Giggles, and my gut, big toe, and forehead could tell on not only was he coming back with some BS, but he wanted to finish the job, taking my life. Tell me why, after God himself showing me all that was done in the dark with his light, Simone, this man got mad at me and revenged F Psycho. But kicker of the story did the okie dokie, and now they have an adorable son. Laughing my, when is God good? All the time. Yeah, so that's the story. Sorry if it's a little rushed and missing pieces. I'll elaborate more if you like. Also, since I can vent here and you can use it as educational content, I'll be writing more. Hope you enjoy your day. A loyal viewer and pen pal. Thank you, girl. Thank you for sharing. So what I'm getting, it was he, because when you said OG, I don't know. I'm thinking he was an older guy, but I don't know the little lingo from where you from, so I don't know when you was saying like stuff about him like Ooter and all that. I don't know what none of that mean, girl. But I guess that's good you done dealing with him because I guess I'm just kidding. He seemed horrible, yeah, and he was trying to do the most, so that's good you done dealing with him for real. Yeah, don't go back, girl. Don't go back. But thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so let's get into this next story. This one is titled "The Time Me and the Side B Sent Him to Jail." And the only reason why I clicked, well, not only reason, I was gonna click it anyway, but I clicked this because, damn, we have 701 emails. I clicked this because it made me think of a time of a story where I was just talking to my sister about it when these two, I ain't gonna speak too much on it. Let's just finish. I'll tell the story one day. So it says, "Hey Symone, first let me say I love you and your channel. Ever since I came across your page 2 years ago, working at the warehouse the past time, I've been hooked. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, and I love you too." Okay, so this is a little long one, but I promise it's good. But this story is just a piece of a timeline of many, but this is one I knew would or could possibly grab your attention. So let's start off with this lowlife I was dating. Let's call him Sticks. When I say Sticks was a habitual, toxic, cheating narcissist, I mean just that. But he thought he was so smooth, but in reality, he was a dumb bum, LOL. I was just as dumb staying with this motherfucker, shaking my head. Okay, so boom, Sticks was this. Now that I look back on it, ugly musician I felt dumb for. I met him at a club he was playing at. For a while, I kept a very player about him, and his smoothness wore me down. I was on him so bad that I was bumming with him for a few months as well. We stayed in hotels and shit because I lost my place thanks to him, and nobody liked him enough out of my family to let us both stay there. And like I said, I was dumb. To this day, I swear I was brainwashed, LOL. Really, I was demonetized. For sure, the D was amazing, but he was really trash. But fast forward to the moment you all been waiting for. Okay, so we was at a hotel that was close by my job. I woke up early that morning and just had a feeling, but I tried to shake it off. As I'm getting up and getting ready for work, I look down at my floor next to the bed and I see his pants on the ground with his phone hanging out of the pocket. He's dead asleep, and I think to myself, this is my chance. I have been suspicious about him for a while, and I had all the reasons to. I had gone through his phone before and found shit, but like I said, he was such a smooth talker that he really gaslit me and made me question my own reality. That's why I now know to screenshot the shit you see, because you ain't about to make me feel stupid. Girl, I had an ex like that too. Shaking my head. But anyway, I grab his phone and I hit up against the wall that separates the bathroom from the bedroom. I turned on the water like I was brushing my teeth and go to work. I knew that password because we was at that stage. I get to scrolling quick as hell, but making sure I don't miss nothing. I hit the messages first, and I find some contact that I had questioned him about days earlier named Girl. When I asked him, why would he stole her and the girl? When I asked him about it, this motherfucker told me that it was his cousin, and that's something they do. He called her girl and she called him boy. I was like, I was bored yesterday. So I'm scrolling through and I see it wasn't on no cousin shit. I keep going and I see a bunch of other shit, but we gonna focus on Girl. So after the messages, I hit the photo albums and I find that he got a whole video of some bitch giving him some dome and another of him hitting it from the, another him hitting back shots from what happens to be the same girl, but there's a distinctive tattoo on her back. Remember this for later. I'm sick at this point because the video was made like in August and by this time it's October and we had already been together for almost a year. I was so shook, but I had to keep my cool or else he'll wake up. So like I said, I hurried up and took the pictures of the evidence because you're not finna play me again, proceeded to get ready for work and put his phone back. Playing cool was the hardest thing I had to do, but I knew I had to do it in order to catch him, but I'm lying if I say I knew what I was gonna do. So I get him up and have him drop me off at work. We was sharing a car that he supposedly got for me, but that's another story. Anyway, I got to work and of course there's no focus. I briefly talked to one of my coworkers about because I couldn't really go to my friends or family about him, and that just ain't help. I find myself in the bathroom crying my face off because ninja, why and what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, I got the bitch number, I'm just gonna call. My coworker told me I shouldn't, but I was finna do it anyway. But more so on some woman to woman shit, because at this point I'm thinking it's only me. Plus I ain't finna fight over this man. I just want the truth. So boom, I call. She answers and I go straight in. Like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm Sticks' girlfriend, and I went through his phone and are you his cousin? Have you seen the back shots? The girl laughed and said, no, I'm not. I'm his girlfriend. We've been on and off for like 6 years. Baby, I broke even more, but we continue to talk and I asked my questions and she asked hers. And like I said, I was coming on some woman to woman shit, so it was no beef. She then tells me, I know who you are and you've seen me before. I'm like, how? She goes, at the club you met him at. You actually sat right next to me. Symone, when I tell you this couldn't be real life for me at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? She starts to tell me she feels bad for me and tells me, you sound like a really sweet girl and you shouldn't be over there crying over that man while you're at work. She then asked me, did I know where he was? And I told her at the hotel that I had just spent my last on around the corner from here and he's still there because I have his location. That part shook her and she was like, he's never shared his location with me. He must really love you. I'm thinking, bitch, obviously not, or else I wouldn't be on the phone with you. So when she's like, well, do you want me to pick you up from work? Because you don't need to be upset like this. I'm thinking, what the fuck? But I agree, girl. I would have too. I've been. And we plan to go to the hotel together to confront him. My lunch break was coming up and I knew I could make it there and back on it. She gets there and I get in her car and she does look familiar, but not from the club, but from the damn video of him getting some top. Then I asked her, do you have a tattoo on your lower back? She says yes, and I asked her to see it. She's like, why? I told her about the video he has of her. By then she was pissed off, but in a laughing way, while I'm looking like a sad puppy. We head to the hotel. I would have thought they went trying to me. We head to the hotel, and mind you, I still have his location, so I know he hasn't left and probably was sleeping. We get there and I knock on the door, but have to stand to the side. He probably expected me for lunch anyway, but I never called and said I was coming. He opens the door and of course he was asleep. I walk in and girl walks in right behind me. He turns around and just looked dumbfounded. The audacity of this nigga. He just was like, man, what the fuck are y'all doing? Casually going to use the bathroom and say, man, I'm finna go. Door open and all. I'm just standing there just broken. Girl goes and grab the chair by the table and puts it against the door and sit on it on some Joker shit. I'm still crying like a weak ass and she gets to popping off on him. It was all type of bitches and hoes, niggas being thrown around and all the while I'm sitting there on some, how could you do this to me? This stupid ninja still thinking he was about to leave and go for the door. Girl gets up in his face and they kind of get to scrapping. I'm like, don't put your hands on her. Going to them and she all like, I'm finna call the cops on your stupid ass. I'm like, we don't need to do that. His stupid ass opens the window like he's about to jump out of it. But I'm like, we're on the 3rd floor, LOL. She picks up the phone and she picks up the phone like she's about to call. And he grabs it, damn near ripping it out the wall. She really made it seem like she did and I'm sitting on the floor like, what the fuck? About 8 to 10 minutes later, there was a knock on the door. I'm thinking it's the hotel manager probably complaining about the noise and yelling. She looks through the peephole and says, it's the cops. My eyes got big as hell and I'm like, for real? I thought you didn't call. And then she goes, I didn't, I just pretended to. They keep knocking and Sticks swear he's gonna jump out the window. She opens the door and of course they come in and ask what's going on. And we both pissed off at this point. We both got to yelling. They wanted to separate us to get the story. So they went inside with him and pulled us in the hall. And we explained how we was on some set him up type shit. Officers was definitely not feeling that he was a cheating hoe. So when they asked us for our name, I gave them mine and she gave them hers. And then they asked for him. The gag was he had a warrant that he knew about. So I wasn't trying to give them his name. Low key, I ain't want him to go to jail. Stupid, I know. So I'm hesitating. Girl looks at me and goes, she gonna be the stupid one to get back with him, I don't care, and give them his full government name. I looked at this bitch like, what in the actual fuck? So of course they ran it and went back in. Before the doors closed, I see him looking at me in the puppy dog face and mouthing, I love you. My emotions ain't know where to land that day. So they tell me I gotta leave, but I told them I was staying there. They then walked him out, cuffs on, no drawers, and his sweats, cause mind you, he had just woke up, LOL, and walked his ass to the car. I grabbed his phone and keys and followed them crying. We get downstairs and before they put him in the car, he all like, can I talk to her? And trying to tell me he's sorry and he loves me and all this movie line shit. The officer was not having it and told him he was a liar, basically saying, you really a sorry piece of shit for playing 2 girls like that. And that's what he gets getting caught. So I'm like, okay, well, can I give him my number so he could call me? And then it was like something clicked to this motherfucker. She got my phone and he begs to get his phone. So I gave it to him, but now that I think about it, nigga, you can't do nothing with that shit. You can't do nothing with the shit. He really knew I was gonna go through that hoe. I wish I would have kept it, but they take him away and I'm just standing there like, what the fuck do I do now? Girl had already drove off at this point, but I still had the car keys, so I wasn't necessarily stranded, but I was lost. I got in the car and head back to work and found his Apple Watch at the door. It was like a sign from God. Stop dealing with this man. Here's the proof. And I ran through that hoe and found more disgusting stuff. Anyway, that was my story on that. Yes, I did stay with him for a while after this, and even was the one to pick him up from jail. When he got out like a dummy. There's so many more stories about this man. I'll probably write you as well, LOL. But sorry if it was long, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll insert a picture of the screenshots below. Thank you for reading. I love you. I love you too, girl. Oh my God. I'm sorry not to be laughing, but this was good. Can you send more? Send more, please, because that was so good. Let me write her back. And that's just so crazy how the girl gonna say she gonna be the dumb one to go back. Girl, you said you knew about me. And you was dealing with her on and off for 6 years. Excuse me, and you knew about me. So who's really the dumb one? Well, we both dumb, but you dumb too. The fuck? That makes it like, well, I'm the only dumb one here. You dumb as well. It's just funny how she went, served her purpose, called the cops, and dipped. Like, she probably knew about the warrant. Well, you knew about the warrant, so yeah, she knew about it too. That's crazy. It's just funny because it was like, I'm really picturing this in my head, and she really just left. Oh, my camera's gonna die. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be a short Subbie Sunday. I'm sorry. what, that was 2 videos? Okay, it's really short because my camera's dying and I have to get ready to go tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry it was short, but I love you guys and y'all gotta understand your girl got to go. But I love you and I'll see y'all later.